I also use this over my MAC Studio Tech in NC50. Okay, Studio Tech looks like this, and the bottom part flips up and you have a sponge under here. Sorry, it's falling out. So what I do is I just take the sponge and I put some of the Studio Tech all over if I want a full coverage look for that day. And then after I put the Studio Tech on, I'll even it out and kind of try to mattify it with my Mineralize skin finish. Again, with the same 150 brush all over my face to get the shine off and to mattify the Studio Tech foundation. Okay, so that's that. Now, what I use as far as my primer for my eyes, I use Urban Decay Primer Potion sometimes, or what I'll do, depending on what color eyeshadow I'm using for that day, I may use any one of NYX's jumbo pencils. Now what I did today, without going into too much detail about my actual look today, what I did today is I used the NYX jumbo pencil, and this one is called Black Bean. Now what I did with this is I put this on as a base under the gold that you see there, and I spread it out using the same MAC 195 brush that I use for my concealer. I spread it all out across my lid area here. And then the reason why I did that is because I wanted to kind of mute the gold that I have. Let's see if I can find this gold. The gold that I used was Gilt by Association and came out with MAC Style Black Collection. And it looks like this. It's kind of a very, very bright gold. And I kind of wanted to have this stay very well, but I also wanted to mute it. Sorry, I have stuff all over my hands. I just touched that Black Bean stuff. And so I put this on top of the Black Bean, and it kind of gave it a darker gold as opposed to a really light gold, which is what I really wanted. I wanted a really dark gold because I smoked it out and created a smoky look with it. So I didn't want to really do that with a bright gold. Okay, so that's what I use for my bases, the Urban Decay Primer Potion or NYX Jumbo Pencils. And I know everyone says this, but my other favorite brush is the MAC 234 brush. This is your eyeshadow shader brush. What you do is you just pack on color with this all the way across the eye. This is very good for packing on color. Now when I want to go into the crease and blend it out into the eyelid, what I'll use is one of two things. Either my MAC 217 brush or my MAC 224 brush. These are both shader brushes. Sometimes I use them interchangeably, but this one I find is better to get deeper into the crease without touching so much of the eyelid or the eye area up here. So this is very good for that. Sorry, my brushes are extremely dirty. They do need to be cleaned. And I'll get into cleaning the brushes in a moment. Now, the other thing that I use, the other brush that I use is the MAC 188 brush. This is the brush that I use for my blushes. Now, the blush that I tend to use on a daily basis is NYX blush, and this is in Copper. Okay, it's a very pretty orangey copper color. Okay, so I just dab this into here and just go up, smile, and just go along my cheeks with it and up to the side of my face here and blend it out. Makes a very makes your skin look fresh. It looks shimmery. This is definitely something I use daily together. As far as caring for my brushes, I make sure that I clean them daily, just a very quick cleaning with the MAC brush cleaner. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now what I do is I actually put mine inside of a spray bottle and I label it MAC brush cleaner because I have a spray bottle that looks just like this and has water in it, and it is for my hair. And the last thing that I want is a spray brush cleaner in my hair. So I label it, okay? And what I do, the reason why I put it in a spray bottle is because I don't want to use a lot of this stuff. This stuff is expensive. I really can't quote a price for you. You can definitely find it on maxcosmetics.com or go into your MAC store. So what I'll do is I'll spray a little on a paper towel, and I'll take one of my brushes and I'll just go back and forth with it. You can see it really does get this stuff off. So now I just do that on a daily basis to get a whole lot of the junk that I put on the brush off. And so I don't wind up getting any germs throughout the week in my eye. The last thing I want is pink eye. That is not sexy. Okay, so I use the brush cleaner. Now, once a week, without getting into too much detail about the process, I clean all of my brushes. Make sure I clean them all at the same time, whether I use it during the week or not. I get all my brushes together and I clean them with Dial Complete. Now, I'll make a video at some point on how to clean your brushes. It'll be too much to put into this video, so I'm sorry about that. But I definitely use the Dial Complete. And this is a foaming hand soap. You do not want to use the liquid hand soap that's kind of jelly because that will actually mess up your brushes. So you want to use the foaming hand soap if you're going to do this, okay? So I use that. Once I have my makeup all done, is I'll use the MAC Fix Plus spray. You just pretty much hold it 12 inches from your face and spray. And it sets your, excuse me, I had to get the shine off. And it just sets your makeup. Or you can use this below, under your makeup, before you put the foundation on and the skin finish. But definitely MAC Fix Plus, excuse me. I have quite a few eyeshadows that I use on a daily basis, so I'm not going to get too much into that. But what I will get into is my eyeliners. Label is kind of off of this, but this is L'Oreal's eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner. I really do prefer liquid eyeliners to pencils for my upper eyelid anyway. Okay, so you can see the tip of it. So I'll use that for my upper eyelid, and this is just in black. I don't normally use too many different colors. I'm trying to expand my horizons and use other color eyeliners, but this is mostly what I use. And for my lower eyeline, my waterline, I use MAC's Kohl Power Eye Pencil and Feline. Now, Feline happens to be very hard to get. I did not know that initially. If I had known that, I would have gotten two. Turns out Feline only comes out a few times a year. It is MAC's blackest black. I think they said that they even have it patented for being the blackest black that you can get. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I heard. I'm not sure if it came from a credible source. Feline. Absolutely love this. I just line my lower eyelid, my waterline. You can see I've actually used it today. Okay, so that's that. As far as mascara goes, I use L'Oreal's Voluminous Original. This is what I typically use the most. If I don't use this, what I'll use is Rimmel's, sorry, it's upside down, Rimmel's Sexy Curves. Now the wand on this is a little different. Can you see that? It's a little weird. It's kind of got like 3 little balls. I know it sounds strange. Pause. On the end of the wand. While my other one just has a regular wand. Okay? I love them both, but I do use L'Oreal's more often. Okay, now as far as my lips, I'm still working on how to perfect my lips. I normally go very plain on my lips. I'm not really big on lipstick. I have a ton of them. As you can see here, I have a ton of them, but I don't really wear lipstick much. Like if I'm going out, I'll wear it, but not really too often. What I generally do is I take my MAC lip liner pencil. Now this is Chestnut. It's just a brown. The tip is purple because I painted it purple. I actually paint most of my stuff purple on the ends. These are my brushes. I paint them purple. Okay, so that's why the tip is purple, but below the purple you will see brown. That's the chestnut color for my pencil here. So I line my lips with this all the way around. And what I'll do to try to give my lips a little bit of color is I will just take my Revlon lip gloss. This is Shine City. And I just try to blend it into the lip liner. And then the brown winds up spilling over into my lips. And that's pretty much all the lip color that I'm going to do. I don't wear lip color like that. It's just me. Okay. So let's see if I've missed anything. Got all my face stuff. Oh, and last but not least, my hair. If I am not wearing a wig, a weave, or whatever type of hair additives that I may do, which I do a lot, if I'm wearing my natural hair like this, and this is all my hair, this is all my natural hair here. If I'm wearing my natural hair out, then I do try to take very good care of my hair. I don't have my shampoos and conditioners with me. I'll talk about that some other time. But what I'll do as a moisturizer is I use olive oil formula, extra virgin olive oil by Palmer's. And this is, can you see that? This is what I use just daily to moisturize my hair. And to style it, if I don't just leave it at this, to style it like, for example, this style, which isn't really much of a style, it's just my hair pushed back. I will use Clear Ice Gel. You can use this. You can use Proclaim Activating Gel, Carol's Daughter Milk to accentuate your curls. You can use any one of these, but today I just happen to use this. I try not to use this gel too much because I do believe it has some stuff in it that I don't really want in my hair, but I don't use this daily. So what I did with this today is I just gelled my hair back. As you can see here, it's not hard for two reasons. One, because I didn't use too much, and two, because when you put an oil together with a gel, it keeps the gel from hardening, which is another reason why I like to use these two together. I don't want my hair stiff. I don't like that flaking white look or brown look, depending on whether or not you use that brown gel. So I just did that, just gelled it, brushed it back with a coarse bristle brush. I think I actually jacked my father for this one before I moved. And I just brushed my hair back, and I've got a little headband under here that I just push it all back with. And this is my natural hair for the day. If I want my hair to appear more curly, which it doesn't today because I combed it out pretty well, what I'll do is I'll just wet my hair, and that kind of brings my curls back if I've combed them out. So I think that is it. I'm looking around. I think I've talked about everything. Okay, I'm rambling now. I've got everything. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or ask me a question in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can, give you any guidance that you may be asking for or looking for. Let me know. Okay? Good night.